Thank you, Acting Speaker. Members may recall that I recently spoke of the internet issues being experienced by many of the constituents in my northern suburbs of the Illawarra. And in particular, I reported to the House of a community group called 2508 Plus Disconnected, which was organised by the Mackenzie family of Samuel Park and the Oliver family of Helensburgh, and runs a very active Facebook site. Before I start, I would like to acknowledge that since my last report, the inclusion of postcode area 2508 in the 3-year new NBN rollout plan has been announced. The inclusion of this area is warmly welcomed by myself and the locals, particularly given the ongoing issues that they are having with substandard internet services. Although I would point out that they will be getting the rollout that includes copper to the house, and with significant rain experience in our areas recently, the Facebook side of this campaign team has been inundated with people experiencing extensive dropouts and problems with their service because of the well-known problems that occur when water meets copper. So it's a bit bemusing as to why the NBN is going to replace poor quality copper with new copper when they could just lay fibre in that process. But anyway, at least they're now on the program. I've assured representatives of the community that I will continue to monitor the progress of the project. Given that the works won't commence, however, for another 2 years, the residents have real concerns about addressing the serious problems they're experiencing with service provision in the meantime. They are often experiencing very poor services with download speeds typically less than 1 megabit per second and upload speeds below 0.2 megabits per second, around 40% of what is commonly referred to as acceptable internet speed. The services in the region are slow, they're subject to frequent dropouts and indeed completely unusable during periods of wet weather. In fact, one member of the campaign recently reported on the Facebook site that Telstra had advised that her service was in the bottom 8% of the country. That is, 92% of services across Australia had better quality service than she was getting. This is constraining small business productivity in the area. It's making it difficult for students to get basic school and university assignments done. There are many home-based businesses working in this area that find it impossible to manage and run their businesses. Indeed, the local Coldcliff Surf Lifesaving Club has no connections, which means that they find it very difficult to provide their community service. The campaign will continue. I will continue to support them in their calls on Telstra to lift their game, get on board with the issues that people are facing, find solutions, because for the time in the rollout to the NBN,
the honourable member's time has expired. I thank the honourable member.